Welcome, welcome, welcome to Angels Don't Lie. I'm your host, Jeanne Street. Welcome to this episode. I'm so happy to see you here today. And I've got some really yumminess for you. Yumminess in terms of a message from the angels. So today's topic is messages from the angels, and it is all for you today.
When she smiles at you, she'll say, angels don't lie. Angels don't lie. Angels don't lie. No, no, angels don't lie. Angels don't lie. No, 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 no.
So how this kind of came about for this episode was a personal experience. So I just kind of wanted to dig in a little bit and let you into my daily routine, which is to read the Bible. I have Bible quotes and I have devotionals, and I even have a beautiful app called Hallow, which I lean into, and I just follow it. I just really love having that time in the morning to center myself in God's light and love, to surround myself with the energy that I feel supports my work in the highest and best way possible. And also for my healing journey, right? Because we are all on a healing journey. It's why we're here in this life where we have these, ups and downs and chaos and things happening and moving at fast speed. And we're meant to experience it all. Even the collective energy we're feeling from the war overseas, for those of us in the US, watching and witnessing and seeing on the news and social media what is happening, puts us into a place of sometimes, well, what can I do? And we might start feeling despair. So this morning routine that I embark on every day is for my sanity, is for a sense of peace, and it's where I can stand in solidarity with others, where collectively I can lean into that energy to send healing love. And for me as a healer, I think that's the most important thing and the most impactful thing that I can do to shift the vibration of the world by being the brightest light that I can possibly be that helps other people. And maybe you feel the same way, or maybe you feel a little lost. And so that's why I'm bringing you this message today, that it hits home, that it serves you, that it fills you back up with possibility and resonates love throughout your entire being. So that can be what goes out into the world instead of our unsettledness and our chaos, which is so addictive. And that's how fear grows. So anyways, long story short was I woke up to do this morning routine a few days ago, and I had the same reading come up in several different areas of my routine. Like, so I have my devotional and the reading is there, and then I went to the Hallow app and then the reading is there, and then I opened an email that I get for another type of reading, and the reading was in there. So I'm like, 3 times there is a message here. This is a divine holy message. I believe that all the time, but when the power of 3 hits me, I know this is Jesus talking to me. I know because 3 is my symbol around Jesus. He lived for 33 years, the Father, Son, the Holy Spirit. It's just how it works for me in my, when I know he's guiding me. So we all have our ways of knowing who's with us, our loved ones, whether it's a cardinal or we receive those signs. And this just happens to be my sign when Jesus is with me. Not that I always need a physical sign, but you can always have the insight. So anyways, I'm going to read you this passage, and then we're going to just dive into it a little bit. Okay. So it's a passage from 91:11. For he will put his angels in charge of you to guard you in all your ways. God will put his angels in charge of you. God will put his angels in charge of you. He will lead you. He will guard you. And this was a beautiful reminder for me because I can tend, like most people, to get in my head and go, this is what I think. This is what I'm going to do. And we can get very heady and logical about moving forward in our life, about decision making. And we can also lose ourselves like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do because we're concentrating on knowing in here instead of knowing in here. So God is seeing in this beautiful morning when I had gone to bed stressed, when I had the weight of my whole life, like, what do I do? I just was carrying so much. And his is this way of speaking, like, I'm going to put my angels here for you. They are going to guide you. They're going to guard you. They're going to protect you. My angels are going to serve me and help you. And I was like, this is big. This is so big. It totally let me out of my dark space that I was in, which we can get in that because of the energy, like this war, the pain, the suffering, the pictures, like the whole bunch of it. I was starting to feel so helpless and lost and confused on how could this possibly happen again, all of those questionings. And then it led me to right action. This led me to right action. This passage reminded me that the power I have is in my choices. The power is that I get to take action. One, I grabbed my rosary. That was my beautiful, like, let's lean into prayer because it is the most impactful thing that we can do. One, boom, up my prayer. Two, I got on to the places that I knew that I could donate, things that really lit me up. I remember I had seen this beautiful thing my cousin Matt had put on that he had donated housing through Airbnb. So I went on, searched it, found it, and I was able to do that. And then I was able to compile all of the places. I chose my top three. Now you know why the three, right? My top three that felt so good in my body. And I put them in my newsletter. And I invited my angel community to lean into, if this feels like it fits for you, here are 3 places that you can go to actually take action. And the next thing that I did was I was inspired to create some prayer events, to lean in, to pray with people in person, which sounds a little uncomfortable, but for me, it's not about religion. For me, it is about the prayer. It is about my belief in my body. It's not necessarily about leaning into, it has to be one way or the other. I am Christian, I am Catholic, but I also lean into being originated from the Jewish people. Like I know this is my heritage. I know it's my roots. I don't know how, but it just feels like it in my body. So I lean into it in terms of learning. I follow a couple of rabbis as well. I lean into the cross connection between Christianity and Judaism that inspires connection instead of separation. So for me, leaning into saying the rosary in a way where I am guided, not necessarily by what the church has taught me, but leaning into how I was guided. And that's what I'm going to do in this group. We're going to lean into praying the rosary together and having the Holy Mother with us, having the Holy Mother with us, present, because she is present. When we call upon her, she is there. So that's what this beautiful message, one day, one message, one passage, just these few words, for he will put his angels in charge of you to guard you in all your ways. This inspired right action for me. It healed a dark spot. And I know that it can do that for you too. So your inspired action don't have to look like mine. They have to look like you. They have to match where you are in your life and what that means for you. So your angels are with you. God has assigned them to you. He has not left you alone to suffer. So whatever that heaviness is that you're feeling today, maybe this light can remind you to look a little deeper, to look a little further, to look a little past the pain and into the possibility, to remember that love is available. And I hope this serves you. I hope this serves you on a very deep, deep level today. And it sparks your creative juices to have inspired action to move forward. All right, my love, I hope that this serves you and you feel blessed. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Angels Don't Lie. Take care.